Oh, I didn't see you there. Just ignore that. Just ignore that, okay? Today we are going to be making a video where we are ranking the Goosebumps books from 10 to 1 that are most forgettable. Because, face it, there's a lot of forgettable Goosebumps books out there. These are the top 10, my opinion, forgettable Goosebumps books. These ones are very forgettable. Also, look at the shirt I'm wearing. Hold on. Tell me if you guys understand. So, I look like a hillbilly. If you guys know what this is, like the video. Okay, so let's get started. So, number 10 for most forgettable books is, you might be surprised, in a way, is Slappy Birthday to You. Ever since I heard of it, when Attack the Jack came out, I was like, okay. When Slappy's Evil Twin came out, I completely forgot this book even existed. And by the time Sugar Mansion came out, I completely forgot this thing even was a book. Like, what? When I found it number one, like, oh, what? Oh, yeah. This thing exists. This is one of my copies that I found at Goodwill. You can see one of the dates. When did I find this one? Holy crap, 2018. It says it's a find from 2018. That was almost 4 years ago, guys. Jesus. See how long I've been Goosebumps? Yeah. Okay, number 9. And I'm not going into depth these books. I'm talking about when they were released, how popular they got. They were extremely popular until this one just started skyrocketing down because no one even knew about it after the next Slappy World books came, which were amazing. Way better than that one. It's not my fave. Anyways, I want to say something. I'm not biased. I'm not putting this one on here because I hate it. Because you guys know this is my all-time favorite book. So, they got a kitty cat. And he's licking his junk. That's awesome. But I'm not biased about this next one. Just because it's my favorite book. Monsters from Mars, number 9. I put this one on the list because not a lot of people really know about this book. This book just flew under the radar. The 90s, I knew it. I'm pretty sure it blew up. Every Goosebumps book blew up in the 90s. But this one was just unforgettable. No one talks about it anymore. And Monsters from Mars is my favorite because it's eerie, it's creepy, oh yeah, it's good. It's a good book. You guys should read it. Now, here's the thing. Before I read it, I completely forgot about it existing. I watched a whole video going through all the 62, ranking them. I'm like, oh my god, that's not bad. It was Aussie fan. Like, those are some pretty cool books. I didn't know all the books. That's why I watched it. And I'm like, okay. And he said this one was really scary. And then all of a sudden, I completely forget about this one. I remembered almost every single book, and this is just one that I didn't remember. And yes, there's a few more from his list that I did forget. So yeah, keep that in mind. But yeah, this one I forgot about it until I found it at a thrift store. This is the first Goosebumps book I ever pulled out. I found this. My mom's like, hey, I think I see some Goosebumps books. I'm like, wait, books? And this is the very first thing I pull out. But then I pull out Monster Blood and Where Fever Swamp, which aren't as good. I mean, the cover art's amazing on them, but oh my god. Look at him. I want a sequel. I like his art where he's riding a tricycle. Or a cycle. Whatever. Little bike. A tricycle or something. Yeah, I think it is a tricycle. Anyways. Number 8. You guys probably haven't heard about this book for a long time. You guys know this book, but you don't remember it that well. It's Alive. Now, I know this is Michael Goosebumps fans' favorite book out of this Happy World series. I'm pretty sure. I think this is one of his favorite books out of the Slappy World. And I can agree. I think this is a really well written book. I'm not making reviews for any of the newer books because I love the 90s a lot more. But this is a downright good book, but for some reason, not a lot of people recognize it. When you show this to people, you forget. I show a lot of books to my brother, and he's the one who voices Slappy Jr. most of the time. And he also voices a lot of things. He voices a lot of things on my channel. I voice Drunkenhead. I voice me, obviously. I voice Slappy. I've been voiced the freaky face Slappy that rarely appears. I voiced Drunkenhead when he drank too much of that monster blood. Can't remember what color is it. Sucked out all his blood. Anyways, yes. My brother thinks, when I showed this to my brother a long time ago, it's like, when did this come out? I'm like, 2019? 2018? Why? And he just went, what? I didn't hear y'all. And he just didn't know about this book. I barely knew about this book until I got this book 5 months after it came out, because I just remembered about it, because I forgot about it. And I'm like, this is just not good. But the story itself is good. Just getting the book was a hard hassle. We're only 3 in, and we're over 5 minutes. 6 minutes. Let's hurry this up. So this one might be a surprise to you. This is also another favorite of my Goosebumps fans. The Wizard of Oz, which includes, I'm pretty sure, a co-character. I'm not sure. I'm looking forward to maybe someday making a review about this, but for now, no. And I really love this one. This is a good book. Here's why it's unforgettable. Not unforgettable. Here's why it's forgettable. This one didn't blow up. This one didn't blow up for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. It just didn't blow up. Goosebumps books just blow up, you know, guys? They just blow up. But this one, it just flew under radar. I barely knew about it. Sorry. I barely knew about this one. I told Mom, this was 2019. I got the full Horrorland set for my birthday and the full Hall of Horrors. And most of the Most Wanted, which was like, she spent $300 on that. I'm like, oh my god, Mama. That's why I have so many books. I don't like doing that because it's newer books. I didn't get a single old book, but I did get a lot of old merchandise. If you guys want to go watch my haul. I don't think I did one. I did get the Goosebumps sheets and pillowcases. I got that backpack I made a video about last night. But let's hurry this up. This book I just barely knew about. Next one, Legend of the Lost Legend. I don't need to explain this. This is another one of Ozzy fans' books that he mentioned in this video, and I never remembered because it was just like a dumb title, Legend of the Lost Legend, and I just couldn't remember it. Like, you know what's funny? This year's, when I was a kid and when I first got the copy of this book, I'm like, this year's a title with something I know, and it's like Thomas and Friends. I'm not kidding. When I was a kid, my brother used to watch Thomas and think it was stupid, even though I watched it with him. And there was a little Thomas special named Legend of the Lost Legend. Anyways, we're down to the top 5. Number 5, Dr. Maniac Will See You Now. The 5th in the, that's not 2, that's a 5. The 5th in the series of Most Wanted. This one's just very unforgettable. No one talks about it. It does have Dr. Maniac, so I'll give it that. It's a pretty cool book. But, this one is just fairly recognized out of all, about all of the, Most Wanted, this one's just not recognized enough. Okay, now you might be surprised for this next one, because this is a very popular book now. But I barely knew about this one. This is another thing from my birthday, 2019, that I forgot even existed. Welcome to Camp Sliver. Terrible book. I don't recommend reading it unless you're like a hardcore Goosebumps fan. You need to read this then, because this book is terrible though. I'm just gonna tell you guys, this book is terrible. That's why I forgot about it when I first read it. And then I just pull it out every now and then. I'm like, oh my god, no. Put it back in. I'm making rankings and stuff. And I'm like, alright, this is a good ranking for this one. And then I just shove it back in there sometimes. And now to the top 3. We're over 10 minutes. Let's hurry this up a little. Return to Horrorland. Like, that sounds like a Horrorland book from the Horrorland series. This is a Series 2000 book. Not a lot of people know about Series 2000. That's why these next 2, well, this one and the next one are Series 2000. Number 1 may surprise you. And I think you guys have no idea about this book. But this book, right here, in the Horrorland, is half decent. It's a pretty good book. I'm not sure what to think of it. There's a Monster Blood reference, so if you guys want to read it, because of the Monster Blood reference, it confirms that these stories are in the same world, some at least. We already know the Monster Blood series are all canon to the same world. I'm not sure about Monster Blood is back, but that's a piece of shysta. That book sucks, guys. I'm sorry, son, you have some ghostwriters. But this is a half-decent book, but it's not popular, because it's one of the least popular of the Series 2000. Now, what's the most popular of the Series 2000, in my honest opinion? Jekyll and Hyde. Way too unpopular. This book is really good. It's really well written. I actually was gonna replace this with Scream School, but I didn't realize Scream School was one of the most popular books. See? I read the back, I'm like, oh yeah, I have Scream School, so I should probably replace it. And I'm like, no. Scream School's 11 on the list. It's more popular than all these. But this is a pretty darn good book. Now, but it's still completely forgettable, and it has a dumb title, and that's why no one remembers it. And Series 2000. Now, the all-time most forgettable Goosebumps book in the entire world, in my entire opinion, is a special edition. For some reason, it's so unforgettable. The 5 Masks of Dr. Scream. You guys may have never even heard of this book. This could be completely new. It's in all black and white. It's very unappealing because it's just black and white. You don't like it. It's 5 Masks of Dr. Scream. Very uncatchy title. Sounds like some sort of ripoff of The Haunted Mask. It's not. It's by R.L. Stine. Special edition. It's from one of the most unpopular, newer series that was released in right after Horrorland. You see Horror at Schiller House right here. Claws, 99, everything. I Quit Zombie School. But then this thing comes out and it's just so unforgettable. I mean forgettable. I haven't even read this book in a year. No, not a year, 2 years. Since I read Baby Free. And I never liked it. It was a bad book. It wasn't the best. So this is the most unforgettable Goosebumps book in my entire opinion. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys soon. Hopefully later today with my Body Squeezers Part 2 book review, or a new short, or something else. See you guys later. Bye.